women in the developmental process, especially in the last decade, and how the women, the Egyptian women, are supposed to be main pillar of the development process. So to shed more light about this, we are delighted to be joined by our prominent guest today in the studio, Dr. Maha Mahgoub, human development expert. Dr. Maha, great pleasure having you with us, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Well, when we talk about the Egyptian women, suppose in particular in the last 10 years or the last decade, and the pivotal role they are playing in the developmental process, how you can weigh this, first of all, in general?
Actually, the Egyptian women gained a lot of gains for the last decade, especially in all areas, economically, political, social, even health. So she empowered a lot and she gained a lot. For example, in political areas, she has been empowered by the Constitution. In 2014, the Constitution declared that 25% of the House of Parliament should be allocated for women. And in 2020, House of Parliament representation of women was 168, around 27%. As well in judiciary and other leadership positions has been empowered. Now we can see women governor in some governorates such as Bahira, Dumyata. We can see women holds around 30% as deputy governors all over Egypt. We can find that in economically, women empowerment in entrepreneurship and encouraging women to establish their own projects, especially in rural areas. They get a lot of training and capacity building. Regarding the health, she gained a lot of medical services. In 2019, the state launched health campaign for women for detecting breast cancer and other disease. Mm-hmm. She holds even for the political advancement that she become a minister. We last ministry confirmation, around 8 women holded minister positions, especially in environment, international cooperation and planning.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Dr. Maha, of course, within the framework of Egypt's Vision 2030, when we talk about the Egyptian woman is supposed to be really a main pillar of the developmental process. When we talk about development, we talk about two main factors. We talk about, or fundamentals, we talk about education and health. And as you mentioned, of course, there were so many presidential or states initiatives for the health of the Egyptian woman. Also, when we talk about providing a decent higher education for the women, how it's supposed to raise the awareness of the Egyptian woman to enable her to be a leader and to be, as you mentioned, of course, cadre, and to be to possess so positional positions.
I am so pleased to tell you that now the representation of educated females in the higher education equal 50% in some universities and institutions. So the education level has been increased, especially in the last years, raising awareness about the importance of educating women and girls, especially for rural areas. And one of the main objectives of Egyptian Vision 2030, improving and boosting education in Egypt, to be emphasized on women education and girls. Therefore, women gained a lot by developing her social status, educational level, even economy. We can see that in rural areas now females, they have high level of education by getting awareness by NGOs, as they are giving some lectures. On the other hand, media plays an important role in improving.
Comparing, of course, with the, last years, they've been deprived, the women or girl have been deprived from going to school
Yes.
at all, not only to universities, but even
Yes,
to
of
school
course,
from the very
of
beginning.
course,
So
of
that
course.
was a great gain for the Egyptian woman nowadays.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
of course. So the percentage of educating females has been increased. We can notice that, and of course, that reflects the labor market as well. So maybe we can see the representation in the labor market for women has been increased. It reached around 23% for women. By the vision of Egypt by 2030, that they need to increase the participation in the labor market to be 35% for women.
Yeah. Of course, when we talk about the pivotal role of the Egyptian woman in the development process, we talk also about the greatest mega project, which is the Decent Life or Haya Karima. The woman has really a major part in this initiative or in this such mega project, not only in Egypt but in the Middle East or the whole world.
Yes.
When we talk about the gains of the women in the within the framework of the Decent Life or Haya Karima, such projects that the women are getting through the empowerment of women in the rural areas
we can call Haya Karima project, it's the century project, and it's very important. It has been launched in 2019. And
we are in the third phase now, yeah?
Yes,
right?
And now they are providing huge support for people, mostly needed people, especially in rural area. They set infrastructure, they are building hospitals, schools, infrastructure for villages, and of course women gained a lot from the Haya Karima, for example, for women empowerment and economic empowerment, and they can get some financial supports and financial inclusions. On the other hand, the share of participation to the labor market has been increased by providing some training programs even for some professions, if so women can work from home and can be productive to provide some goods to the society. It's not necessarily getting out to the labor market, as we can see that in the rural areas they have some traditions and norms for prohibiting women to get out and access to the labor market, but now they can work from home.
Yeah. Dr. Maha, when we talk about the empowerment of the Egyptian women, we talk about the full support of the political leadership nowadays for the Egyptian women, and also we talk afterwards about the full support of the partner as well, and the NGOs and the other components of the community for the women as a main pillar for the whole community. How you find such a support from the very beginning, from the leadership first and going back to the community and the family?
We have three main pillars in society: government, private sector, NGOs. All three pillars are completing each other. Government set the essential support, financial, just issuing some necessary laws to govern the relationship between all society members. The private sector is providing support to the civil society and to other societies as social corporate responsibilities. So, and the NGOs, non-governmental organizations, is providing a huge support to people, as they are the direct access to villages, rural areas, so they are in a direct contact with those people. So all of these pillars are very important in improving and raising awareness for women, even though for teaching women her rights, legal rights. And it's worth to mention that in 2021 a new law regarding the harassment and how and combating reducing violence against women. So women just knew their legal rights, how to protect herself and to be more proactive in the society.
Yeah. And nowadays, in the recent phase in which we are, and the Egyptian woman now is in, your comments concerning all the gains that the Egyptian woman that got within the or regained from the within the last decades.
Yes. A lot
and
of,
what do we expect more? What do you expect
yes,
more?
of course, the state is working all the time to boost and improve the women's lives in Egypt, and a lot of initiatives have been arise to empower women. For example, in economic phase, that we have initiative called Heya Raida, to empower women entrepreneurs. Just the Central Bank of Egypt is facilitating a lot of loan support, the small and medium-sized enterprise laws, and they are supporting women. And it's worth to mention that more than 70 beneficiaries are
Great,
from
to
women.
start new small projects and to be entrepreneurs.
Yes, even the Ministry of Communication is providing a special program called Qodwa Tech is technological empowerment for women who wants to improve their skills, social media and marketing campaigns. We have the Nasser Bank. They are providing a lot of facilitations to ease getting loans for women. So women gained a lot, even though, as we mentioned, that in political, women gained a lot of gains. It's worth to mention that in 2012, the representation of women in the House of Representatives was 2%. Now it has been reached 27%. She became a governor. She participated in the. Now she, as a judge, she become a decision maker and holding a leadership positions in the state.
At a time of AI, artificial intelligence, and digitalization era, which are the main skills, your point of view, is supposed to have the Egyptian woman for the time being to level up her level of standing, to be adapted with the time being?
There is a great advancement in information technology, and we can see that now we are living in the 5th generation. The artificial intelligence is very important for all people, not only for women, and it's very easy to learn. Actually, it facilitates our life. So women who use artificial intelligence, for example, if she has her own project, she can generate videos, photos, scripts, promote anything. It is facilitating our lives. Even in education, it's very easy to get information, scientific information. But we don't have to rely 100% on artificial intelligence, but we have to cope with the advancement of technology and learn more about artificial intelligence. Each day we can find new applications, new programs. So we have to catch up with artificial intelligence to educate ourselves how to use
and our
these
children
tools.
as well, and to try to deal in the right way with our children as well.
Yes, of course.
A hard mission nowadays.
Yes.
With such a generation.
Yes.
Yes. Well, Dr. Maha Mahgoub, human development expert, it was great having you with us, and many thanks for being with us and for your time. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Same to you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, by this we come to the end of our today's edition of Breakfast Show. Many thanks for watching, and from myself, Hanan Al Kholi. Have a nice day.